doorsteps.
Okay, folks. Okay, folks. Okay, folks. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. Okay, hello. So, I have tried. It feels like a half a dozen times to go live today to present Von Helton's rant on the Muslims, and for some reason or another, can't tell you why right now, but running it through StreamYard absolutely lagged my system. So more than as much as I'm running this rant, I'm also running to see if it runs better under OBS than under a good friend StreamYard. So without messing around, this is Von Helton's rant from 2017.
Breaking news for you. A series of package bombs left on people's doorsteps. Clearly Muslim inspired. Remember, folks, the Quran says that a Muslim is perfectly within his right to kill non-Muslims. It's in the Quran. Okay? This is obviously Muslims. This is obviously terror. But according to CBS News, Austin, Texas refuses to call it terror. They did say, however, they were going to keep their options open, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Any moron knows this is an attack by Muslims on non-Muslims. But nobody wants to admit it, of course, because we got to be politically correct. We can't offend the Muslims who are blowing us up. Wants to admit it, of course, this boggles my fucking mind. We have to kowtow to a group of people that are literally blowing us up with package bombs left on our doorsteps, but fucking city of Austin is too goddamn politically correct to fucking call it a Muslim attack, a terrorist attack by Muslims. Why don't we call a spade and admit that these packages being left on the doors that are blowing up in people's faces? Folks, a 5-year-old child was killed by one of these packages. 5 years old. That's just 1 year less than the age of my kids. That's just 1 year less than the age of my kids. My kids are 6. The city of Austin needs to grow a fucking backbone and say, yes, damn it, it is Muslims. Yes, damn it, it is terror. And we're going to round up all the Muslims in the city of Austin and we're going to fucking deport their ass. That's what needs to fucking happen. But the city of Austin is going to be too goddamn politically correct. They're so afraid of offending the people that are killing us that they're going to let them kill us again and again and again and again and again. What utter fucking stupidity. That we would be afraid of offending the very people that are blowing us up. And like I said, this was reported by CBS News. Okay, so you can't. So all you people that hate Fox or hate conservatives or hate Republicans, go take a fucking hike. CBS News, the bastion of fucking liberalism, is reporting this shit. All right. Of course, CBS News is too fucking weak to call it a Muslim attack, to call it a terrorist attack. How about we grow a fucking spine? Has America lost its fucking spine? Apparently it has. Apparently it has.
Apparently.
Because everybody knows this MO. This MO is classic Muslim. This is a classic Muslim MO. Leave a package on the doorstep, they go to pick the fucker up, and boom, it explodes. Who do you think came up with the idea of IEDs, guys? Hello? Yeah, that was the Muslims. But we're not going to call it a Muslim attack. We're not going to call it terror. We're not going to admit that the Muslims are responsible for this shit because, oh my God, we might offend somebody. People are being blown up. Children are being blown to bits. But we're going to kiss Muslim ass anyway because we're a bunch of dumbasses. Ain't that right, Austin? Ain't that right, CBS News? What a load of shit. How many more children have to die before we start deporting Muslims out of this country? How many more? How many?
Say it. Say it, Eugene. Say it.
10, 20, 100, 1,000. How many more children have to get blown up by these improvised electronic devices, IEDs, that are being left on people's porches by Muslims? How many more children got to die before the city of Austin says, all right, that's it, we're outlawing Islam, we're banning Muslims, they are to be deported immediately out of our fucking city? When, Austin? When is that going to happen? How many children have to die before you ban Islam? How many? 10, 20, 100, 1,000, million? How many babies have to die? How many children have to die?
Okay, second time you said that.
How many adults have to die before you get a clue? Improvised electronic devices, IEDs. That is classic Muslim MO shit. And you know it. I know it. Everybody on the fucking planet knows it. But you don't want to admit that it's the Muslims doing it because you're too fucking PC. And PC is going to get everybody killed in the city of Austin. Everybody in the city of Austin that ain't a Muslim is going to get killed because of your fucking inaction.
I don't know what happened in the city of Austin in 2017, but I guess something happened and that really pissed this white supremacist PDF file, animal abuser.
Stop with the PC bullshit, okay? Just stop it, goddammit. So what if somebody gets offended? Fuck them. Fuck them if they get offended. Little kids got blown up. A 5-year-old boy got blown up by one of these fucking bombs. And you motherfuckers are going to sit there and claim racism or claim that somebody's fucking offended. Fuck them. Fuck them. They're not even American anyway. They don't integrate. They don't accept American values. They don't acknowledge the Constitution.
Ain't that true?
They will not swear on the flag. So they're not even fucking Americans anyway. Deport their fucking ass. They're not in here to be Americans, dumbass. Their fucking holy book says to come here to kill us and to take over our country. That's what their holy book says. Their holy book doesn't say anything about peace. Not the peace you and I know. The peace that the Quran is talking about is when you're dead and they have all your shit. That's the kind of peace that the Quran is referring to. Get a clue. Wake the fuck up. A little 5-year-old boy is dead. An elderly woman is dead. Many other people are dead because of these IEDs being left on people's porches by Muslims. And the city of Austin is too fucking yellow belly to admit that it was the Muslims that did it. That is fucking sick. That is sick and twisted.
It is. It really is.
Everybody in the city of Austin that has any type of position of power should be immediately impeached for not calling out what this shit is. Who in the fuck doesn't know what a fucking IED is? And who the fuck doesn't know who makes them? Come on, we all know this, folks. This is not rocket science. We know who makes IEDs.
I don't.
But the city of Austin won't fucking speak out because they're fucking yellow.
Yalla! Fucking
What a load of
yalla!
shit. Every politician, every police officer, every governor, everybody in the city of fucking Austin that has any type of political power should be fucking ashamed of themselves for not calling a spade a spade. Fucking liberal bullshit.
Definitely.
PC bullshit.
Absolutely.
It's going to get people killed. More people are going to die. More people are going to die.
Nobody wants
Why?
to die, though.
Because nobody wants to fucking call it what it is and then start deporting these motherfuckers. Well, Von Helton, what do we do about people that convert? You deport them too? Well, what about their kids? Deport them too. Get them all out of here.
Just clean
every one of them.
Clean out America.
When you've got a holy book that says it's okay to kill people, no, we don't need that. We don't need that shit here. The Quran says it is perfectly acceptable for a Muslim to kill a non-Muslim.
He does have a point there. I do believe the Quran certainly makes that a priority. You know, look under the stone for the Jews and kill him, and the tree will tell the I don't know, something. The Quran is full of fairy tales, but he's right. So far, he's right. I mean, give it to Von Helton. This rant is right on.
Or so rape a non-Muslim.
So far.
Woman, by the way. And it's perfectly acknowledged by their God. Their God won't do shit. You know, their God says it's okay to do that shit. Do we want that in our country? Do we want an ideology that says it's okay to kill people? Is that what we want in this country?
No.
Because that's exactly what the Quran says.
Quran's bullshit, man. Huh?
Wake up, people.
Yeah, we gotta
wake up, Austin.
Damn you, Austin. Time
you bunch of yellow-bellied sapsuckers. Wake the fuck up.
Woo!
Ain't nobody within the sound of my voice doesn't know what the fucking IED is. And ain't nobody knows who makes them. Everybody listening to the sound of my voice knows who makes IEDs. Everybody.
I don't.
Everybody.
Nobody knows. I don't know.
But yet the city of Austin won't say that it's Muslims. CBS News won't say that it's Muslims. Oh my God, we might offend somebody. In the meantime, little 5-year-old boys are being blown to bits. But I guess that's okay, right, CBS? Right, Austin? That's okay. It's okay. It's okay for little 5-year-old boys and elderly women to get blown to bits. And so long as we don't offend the fucking Muslims, oh my God, we might start some shit if we offend the fucking Muslims.
Don't offend the fucking Muslims.
Assholes make my brain hurt.
I guess it...
Grow a spine, Austin.
Hold on a second. If he looks in the mirror, his brain hurts. He's an asshole.
Austin, grow a spine and call a spade a spade.
Austin, grow a spine.
Now you know who makes IEDs, so you know damn well who's doing this shit. Call a spade a spade. And CBS, I expect that kind of shit from your liberal ass. But even you should not want little 5-year-old kids and elderly women getting blown to bits.
Well, Von Helton, these days, it's Barry Weiss or Barry Weiss who's in charge of CBS programming or whatever, like really high up there. So I think CBS has wisened up since you made this video.
So fuck you too. Fuck you.
So, sorry.
You know who's doing this shit, but you're too goddamn spineless to say anything. And that is just as bad as the fuckers that are blowing up these little kids. In my opinion.
In your opinion.
Just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm mad as hell. You bet your ass.
Thanks.
That little kid could have just as easily been one of mine. Mine's only a year older than that boy. That boy was...
See, this is the thing. He's making this video, going on a rant about Muslims, and his boy, which apparently is living with him, he points behind him, like this. It's somewhere behind. The boy. I'm supposed to be a daddy, taking care of my boy, but the boy. You know, it's like He's there to. I must know he's there, but I cannot have any interaction with him because his place is in the room, and my place is here online.
5 years old. My kids are 6. But we're so afraid of offending somebody that we're going to let people get blown to bits.
Mm-hmm.
What a load of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is a sin, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know what a sin is, there you go. That's a sin. Well, Vaughn, what is a sin? A sin is knowing to do good, but not doing it.
He still hasn't made it clear what exactly he's ranting on about that the Muslims did, although he has mentioned the IED and babies and old women being blown to bits. But I don't know the specific event.
That's a sin. When you know to do good and you don't do it, that's a sin. When you know that the Muslims are responsible for this shit, but you don't call them out, and you don't condemn Islam, you're just as guilty as they are, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, you're just as guilty as the person that made that bomb, because you refuse to acknowledge the fact that it was the Muslims that did it, that it's Islam that is the problem, and that Islam needs to be banned.
Oh, I am so with you there. Islam needs to be banned. Certainly from yes, Islam. Muslims need to wisen up. Muslims need to accept the individual's right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, without some imam or Muslim or some crazy religious lunatic poking his or her head into our lives. Absolutely, I agree with him there. Fuck the Muslims. Fuck Islam. Get it out of North America, and get it out of North America soon. That's all I'm going to say before.
Hell, Islam isn't even supposed to be here, according to the 1952 McLaren-Walters Act. Did you know that? Yeah. 1952. Let me see if I got that in my picture store. Hang on a second. I think I've got that. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Let's see if I ain't got that motherfucker. I'm sure I do. Just a friendly little reminder for y'all, because I know y'all have short memories. Let's find it here.
I know y'all have short memories.
Okay. Let's blow it up nice and big here. Islam is not allowed in the United States. From U.S. Immigration, 1952 McLaren-Walters Act, it is the law. This is a law. This is an actual law already on the books. Revised and reaffirmed in 1965 even. So it's been on there twice now. Still active and on the books, federal law. Whereas in Islam and Sharia law, it is not compatible with U.S. law or the U.S. Constitution and calls for its destruction, and therefore is banned from entry into the United States. Okay, so where the Quran says that it's okay to kill the infidel, non-Muslims, that's you and me, and where the Quran calls for the overthrow of the United States, a non-Muslim country, which is what the Quran does say, it is automatically banned under the McLaren-Walters Act. Okay, you get it? All right, 1952 McLaren-Walters Act, Chapter 2, Section 212 is the prohibition of the entry to the U.S. if the alien belongs to an organization seeking to overthrow the government of the United States by force, violence, or other unconstitutional means. Okay, does the Quran call for the destruction of non-Muslim countries? Yes. Is America a non-Muslim country? Yes, it is. So Islam automatically is banned from entry into the United States. But see, nobody's enforcing the law. Okay, the law is already on the books, and it was even revised again in '65. Okay, so there's no question.
All right, I just looked up that McLaren-Walters Act. He's talking shit. It doesn't ban Muslims at all. In fact, it's an act that was significantly amended, and it was called the Hart-Celler Act, which I'll look it up in the meantime. But he's talking nonsense about that the Walter's McLaren Act or whatever ban Muslims. Not true. My first disagreement with Von Helton today.
Whether the law is on the books and whether it's legit, because it was revised again in 65. Okay, so they know the law is there. So why isn't Congress enforcing this law? But I got one even better than that. In 1776, Islam declared a fatwa against the United States for being a, quote, Christian nation.
In 1776, a fatwa? All right, well, hold on a second. I've just looked up that the 1965 Act he's referring to, and there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. With StreamYard, it's easy to share the screen, but with this, it's a big problem with OBS, and you got to set things up, but you can't do things on the fly necessarily. So yeah. Anyway, whatever act that Von Helton's referring to that bans Muslims, nonsense.
Quote, hello, atheists. Hello, atheists. Yeah, a Christian nation. And as far as I know, nobody's ever rescinded that fatwa. Has the Ayatollah Khomeini rescinded that fatwa against the United States? No. Did the Grand Mufti back in World War II, did he rescind the fatwa against the United States? No. So technically, we are still at war with Islam all the way back to 1776. They say, Bon, that's crazy. No, it's not. Unless some Muslim of authority has rescinded the fatwa placed against us, we are still at war with Islam. That is a fact. That's not my opinion. That is a fact. Deal with it. So all you motherfuckers that are kissing Muslim ass and then trying to label me a fucking racist for speaking the truth, fuck you. You're a treasonous bastard, according to the McLaren-Walters Act. You are committing treason by siding with Islam, who we are currently at war with, and who has been banned by Congress. So, the next motherfucker that gets in my face or that makes a comment saying that I'm a racist is going to get reported for treason. Watch and see if I don't do it. Watch and see if I don't do it. Watch and see if I don't report your fucking ass.
Fuck, Von Helton, you are such a racist. You're the biggest fucking racist on your channel, for sure. For sure.
Treason. And send your fucking ass to federal prison. Watch and see if I don't. You fucking Muslim ass kisser. Them motherfuckers are killing our little children with fucking IEDs being left on people's front porches. And your sorry ass wants to defend them? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll fucking send your ass to federal prison for treason, bitch. Watch it happen.
Whoa, that's one tough threat to come through on. I mean, you know, if you're going to threaten something like that, then you have to have something behind you to move it along, you know, because a threat is just going to fall on idle ears is not a threat. Von Helton.
You damn right I'm mad. You bet I'm mad. I'm mad at all this fucking PC bullshit over a goddamn 7th century cult that wants to kill us. That's the irony. Any moron can fucking open up the Quran and read where it says, yeah, kill non-Muslims. I mean, it's right fucking there. And page after page, kill, 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 kill. You know, it's all right there in black and fucking white. But somebody apparently has fucking got a dunderhead because they can't fucking read the Quran and they can't fucking read in there where it says to kill non-Muslims. Not to mention the fact where it says to take over non-Muslim countries. Lie in wait till you have sufficient numbers and then rise up and take that country for Allah. That's what the Quran tells Muslims to do. That is a command by their God. It is not an elective. It's not theoretical. It's not a spiritual thing, because that's their latest claim. Oh, jihad is just a spiritual. Bull fucking shit. That's not what the Quran says. The Quran says that jihad is an actual physical war. It doesn't say a damn thing about it being some spiritual conflict. Bullshit. That's not what the Quran says at all. And all this, radical Islam and non-radical and moderate Islam and all that. No. According to the Quran, you're either a Muslim or you're not a Muslim. And if you are a Muslim, you are to perform jihad, particularly when you're in the land of war. Where's the land of war, boys and girls? Oh, it's right here in the fucking United States. Any non-Muslim country, according to the Quran, is considered a land of war, and the Muslims are ordered and commanded by their God to go there and take it over for Allah. Not maybe, not kinda, not sorta, not just a few Muslims, not just radical Muslims, all Muslims, if they go to a non-Muslim country, are to perform jihad. It is a command from their demon god. But we're going to sit there and call Von Helton a fucking racist or a bigot or whatever fucking new term you got. I've already shot down all those terms. But
he kind of projects himself whenever he brings up Von Helton's a racist and a bigot and a pedophile, blah, blah, blah. He kind of projects himself right. He projects that side of him right into the conversation. There's no need for him to. He doesn't. He doesn't have to say that about himself. He doesn't have to, but he does. So he is.
By the way, they said, you speak out against Muslims, you're racist. Now wait a minute. Muslims come in all colors, so no, it's not racism. Sorry about your luck. Then they say, it's bigoted. No, it's not bigoted because it's a 7th century cult. Cults do not get
7th century death cult, Von Helton. 7th century death cult. That's Islam.
Constitutional protection. They don't get it. Sorry. When you have an ideology that says it's okay to kill people if they try to leave your religion, that's not a religion, it's a cult. In fact, that's the very definition of cult. Okay, cults do not get constitutional protection. Sorry, they don't. So it's not bigoted. All right, so I'm not a bigot. I'm not a racist. Okay, so if you got anything else you want to throw at my ass, because it ain't going to work either. Islam is a cult. It is a death cult. It wants to take over the United States. I got videos where
he said it.
Muslims are sitting there saying, yeah, we're going to take over the United States if we get the chance. Well, we're not going to give them the chance because we're going to outlaw the motherfuckers. We're going to uphold the law. How about we uphold the McLaren-Walters Act and start banning Muslims and outlawing Islam? How about we do that shit?
Yes.
How about we get the spineless Congress to actually do their fucking job and defend and support the McLaren-Walters Act?
Yes.
Wow, wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
Would be, definitely.
It's not going to happen because everybody in Congress has sold out to fucking Rockefeller and Rothschild.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ain't that right?
He's got to bring the Rothschilds into it again. He's got to go there, of course. This is 8 years ago, too.
Right, Mr. Ryan. Ain't that right, Mr. Schumer? Yeah, they're all sold out to the fucking elite families. They don't give a fuck about America. They hate America. They hate America.
Well, he's right. He's got Chuck Schumer figured out.
Because if they loved America, they would start deporting Muslims and they would support the McLaren-Walters Act, which was ratified twice. Once in 1952 when it was originally drafted, and then again in 1965 when it was revised and extended. So there's no excuse. There is no excuse for any Muslim to be in America, and there's no excuse for Islam to not be outlawed. None. And like I said, where is the Grand Mufti? Where's his statement dismissing the fatwa put against us in 1776? Where is it? Show me the statement. Show it to me. How about the Ayatollah Khomeini? Show me where he dismissed the fatwa against us. Yeah, neither one of them did. In fact, no Muslim group has ever dismissed the fatwa that was placed against us in 1776. So yes, we are at war with Islam. We are at war with Muslims. For real. Your Muslim friend, if he opens up his Quran and reads in there where he's supposed to kill your ass, will do it. Because he's going to obey his holy book before he's going to listen to you. And you better get that shit straight right now. Oh, Vaughn, you just don't understand. You just got to be more tolerant, Vaughn. Yeah, like the little 5-year-old boy that got his ass blown up by an IED the other day in Austin. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't mess with my head, all right? You won't like it in there, trust me. You get inside my head, you won't fucking like it. Anyways, this PC bullshit is getting people killed. All right, people are dying. There are IEDs being placed on people's doorsteps, and everybody fucking knows who's doing it too. But nobody wants to say it because, oh my God, we might offend somebody. Fuck them. I get offended every day. Do you see me raising a bunch of stink about it? No. What a load of shit. Oh my God, we might offend the Muslims. Let's let them kill us some more. Instead of offending them, let's let them kill us some more. Let's let them kill some more of our kids. Right, Austin? Right, CBS News? Let's let the Muslims kill some more of our little kids. Little 5-year-old boy. Fuckers. Treasonous bastards is what you are. Treasonous bastards. According to McLaren-Walters Act, you are committing high treason against the United States if you side with the Muslims. I don't give a fuck who you are. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Twitter. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Google. You sided with the Muslim Brotherhood and banned all my shit. And I got proof.
Oh, shit. Oh, crap.
That's what needs to happen.
It's getting personal.
Fucking treasonous bastards. Every goddamn one of you. Islam isn't even allowed in the United States. Why are they even fucking here? According to the McLaren-Walters Act, they ain't no Muslims supposed to be here. We're at war with them sons of bitches.
Yeah!
We're at war with them. Why the fuck are they even in our country?
Get them out.
What a load of shit, man.
Get them out. Just get them out.
But that people gonna jump my ass? Yeah, fuck you. I'm the patriot here.
Tell him, Von Helton.
What a load of shit, man.
Patriot who wants his stimulus checks, money.
Oh, we're not going to call it terrorism.
Wants his donations.
But we're going to keep our options open. What the fuck's that even mean? Who doesn't know what a fucking IED is, and who doesn't know who makes them?
I don't know. I don't know what one is, really. I don't know who makes them.
Goddamn. Oh, but we're not going to call it terror right now. We're not going to blame the Muslims like we should be. I mean, we might offend somebody. Oh, my God. We might offend somebody. Well, you know what Jesus said? Jesus said offenses must come.
Well,
basically, what he was saying is get over it. That's what he was saying. Get over it.
I thought he was a pagan.
There's no way you can live this life and not.
Do pagans believe in Jesus? Does it make sense for pagans to believe in Jesus?
Not be offended at least once in your life. There's no way. It just can't happen. All right, unless God just scoops you up and takes you away, or something, like he did Enoch, or was it Enoch? Or no?
Ooh, he doesn't know his Bible.
Yeah, it was Enoch. Enoch walked with God, and he was, and then God took him. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, man. Who doesn't know who makes IEDs? I know who makes IEDs. I guarantee you, all my relatives that served in Desert Storm knows who makes IEDs.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee they know who makes IEDs. But for some fucking reason, the city of Austin doesn't know who makes IEDs. Gee, I wonder why. CBS News apparently does not know who makes IEDs. I know who makes IEDs. Muslims make IEDs.
Of course. Of course they do.
What a load of shit. What a load of shit, man, really. We're going to allow ourselves to be killed because we might offend somebody. Holy fuck, that's stupid. That is such a high level of stupidity that I have no words. I have no words for that level of stupidity. I have no words. We're going to get ourselves blown to bits because we might fucking offend somebody. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, he's running out of energy.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say.
Anyway, ran over. I'll see you later. Bye.
That was pretty harsh, wasn't it? Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, so what I was thinking was taking a break.
Bye-bye, Boo Bear. Bye-bye,
bye-bye, bye-bye.
Oh, shut up, Von Helton. Was to take a break and come back and sniff around to see if there's anything happening. How do you feel about that? Because it is Saturday night. I can go and put the kettle on, make another cup of tea. And so can you make the beverage of your choice. So how would you like a break? And if you don't tell me, I am going to think for you. So we'll start with a 5-minute break, and hopefully we'll all be back by then. And if it goes a bit longer, well, that's okay too.
Can I just ask, just for my own selfish, is the Judaic God a nice guy? I mean, in Christianity, he's supposed to be a nice guy, and that creates a problem. Is the Jewish God supposed to be nice, or is there more of an indifference?
All gods and all prophets, in the Islamic sense, because Islam believes that Jesus and Abraham and all these, there were prophets that preceded Muhammad. Muhammad just finished it. He's called the seal. Muhammad is the seal. He sealed the process. He finished it. After Muhammad, there will be no other prophets. He is the end of prophets. But all prophets, Muhammad included, and all the gods that they had created. So I, for one, believe that God was created by men, not the other way around. They all have one thing in common. They are the repositories of human pathologies. We cleanse ourselves and we go through a cathartic experience by projecting our sickness onto God and onto his prophets. So if you look at the Jewish God, it's an utter psychopath.
Right.
If you look at Jesus Christ, it's an unmitigated psychotic narcissist, malignant narcissist. If you look at Muhammad, it's a combination of all three. What we do is God and his emissaries allow us to heal. Indeed, in the Kabbalah, which is the mystical tradition in Judaism, late mystical tradition in Judaism, in the Kabbalah it says that when God created the world, there were two things he had to do. He had to minimize itself. This is called Tzimtzum. He became smaller, metaphorically. And he had to break vessels. The whole world, which was a godly consciousness, there was no matter, was inside imaginary vessels, imaginary containers. And so to create the world, he had to break these vessels and release matter, release. And in parentheses, this is exactly what gave me the idea for my physics, work in physics.
You stole it from the Kabbalah.
I stole it from Kabbalah. I'm a narcissist, a plagiarist.
Have you heard the theory? I've seen Jewish scholars writing about it that Freud stole from the Kabbalah to come up with the id, ego, and superego theory.
I'm not aware of any trilateral model in the Kabbalah, but Kabbalah is an amazing book.
Yeah.
Actually, the formula E equals mc squared, Einstein's formula, is found verbatim in the Kabbalah.
Is it really?
Verbatim.
Yeah.
The moving force is the mass or the weight of the body with the light, embedded with light. I mean, they say energy is mass and light.
Right.
They say verbatim, this sentence.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. It's an amazing book. An amazing book. I don't attribute to it godly, so I don't believe in God, but it's an amazing book, which represents the brilliance of several, amazing people, like Luria and so on. So they say that God had to minimize himself and break some vessels in order to release entities like mass and matter and human beings, and so on and so forth. So, and then they say, God is incomplete without man. It is man's role, via worship and fulfillment of commandments and so on, to heal God, to complete God. They recognized that God is sick, that God is mentally ill, that he has a pathology, he has something, an incompleteness, and that it is only man who can heal God. It's an amazing concept.
It's a total, a reframe is a petty way of saying it, but and it's not a reframe. It's
revolutionary. It's shocking, taking into account that many of these texts have been written in the 14th century. I mean, absolutely shockingly progressive thinking. I mean, it's stunning. I mean, Kabbalah is stunning, by the way. And I think the same. I think what has happened is people felt the need to heal. I mean, the current thinking is that God was a father figure, and it was an infantile regression. Like in an uncertain world, chaotic world, dangerous, hostile world, we created a father figure with whom protect us,
negotiate with
take care of us, negotiate with him, slaps us from time to time, this kind of thing. I think there is this element, of course, but I think a far more dominant element, in my view, is that we created God and his emissaries so that we can get rid of our demons, inner demons, and our pathologies, project them onto God, and let him deal with it.
Right.
Because he's omnipotent and omniscient, he can deal with it. We can't deal with it.
Yeah.
This is exactly narcissism.
Yeah.
That is narcissism.
So it's a narcissistic process of
Absolutely,
surviving in a
religion is a
world.
narcissistic act. We created a false self writ large in the heavens, and we call it God.
Yeah.
It's a child 4 years old, me. A child 4 years old is doing exactly the same when he creates the false self. What is he doing? He's creating a God. This God will protect him. It's not a father figure.
Yeah.
When I created my false self, by the way, I remember the second that I created my false self.
You have a memory of that.
I have a memory of that. I mean, it's amazing. I interviewed 1,500 people diagnosed with NPD. I have the biggest database in this sense. Most experiments are with 20, 30 narcissists. I have a database of 1,500 narcissists, structured interviews over 23 years. So I asked them, do you remember the moment that you created the false self? I mean, 2 or 3 claimed that they remembered. I remember it vividly. I remember the moment. I was on the porch. I was being abused as usual. And I hid inside a blanket and so on. And then I said, what if there were something that can protect me? Something that can help me?
In your desperation, your terror, you just, what if there was a way out of this?
Yes. But a way out of this with an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Imaginary friends are what we call self-objects in psychology. Imaginary friends, teddy bears, stuffed animals. I mean, they're all transitory objects from self-preoccupation to interpersonal relationships. That's object relations. So I created a transitory object. But this transitory object, its main role was to protect me. I needed protection. But to protect me from this giant who was abusing me all the time, this transitory object had to be all-powerful. It had to be all-knowing so that it could predict the next abuse.
It needs to be the equal of this.
Yes, not only the equal, superior.
Superior.
It needed to protect me by being all-powerful, but also needed to know everything. Because if it knows everything, it can predict when this giant will abuse me again.
Yes.
It needed to be perfect and brilliant, because if it is perfect and brilliant, what this giant is telling me, that I'm a bad object, I can negate it, and so on. Willy-nilly, I created God. But I was 4 years old. My father was equally abusing me, I forgot to mention.
Right.
He was
also physically abused.
Yeah, absolutely. I had both sides collaborating. So it was not a father figure, absolutely not a father figure. Its main role was to protect me and so on and so forth. And how did I do that? I created a mental pathology, an externalized mental pathology. This is narcissism. And I think what happened, abused populations, abused collectives, or collectives who were in fear.
Yeah.
Or in a hostile...
Persecuted, yeah.
Hostile world, persecuted, whatever. These collectives simply created mass narcissism.
Yeah.
And their false self was God.
Yeah.
So God is a projected pathology. Now the Jewish God was a psychopath, unmitigated psychopath. The Christian God is a narcissist in the form of Jesus Christ, and so on and so forth. So, but they're all pathologies. They're all pathologized entities, and it is healing.
Yeah.
This is healing. What do we do when we come to therapy?
Yeah.
Exorcism.
Yeah.
No therapy would like it. No therapist would agree with me,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
But this is the modern version, with all the trappings and the bells and whistles,
Yeah.
of exorcism. The therapist identifies your inner demons, then it exorcises them using this technique or that technique and so on. God helps you with your inner demons, gives you peace of mind, gives you tranquility, gives you ability.
All right. Did you enjoy that? I did. I was listening to it. I loved it. Okay, so the deal here is to see if there's anything happening, right? And if there's anything happening, I'm going to bring it here. Nothing there. What are Jdubs is doing? Did you see what he did? Jdubs did a muck. I'm going to share this with you. So Jdubs goes and he does this silly little mukbang thing. He's competing with Von Helton. You got to watch this. It's hilarious. Just give me a sec while I find it. All right, there it is. Okay, so Jdubs does this Dr. Pepper Blackberry review mukbang. What? Listen to this.
A live little, I don't know what you call this, but I love the fact that we have Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry. I've never seen this before. I don't know if anybody else has ever seen this before. Maybe I did like went through a alternative universe, but this looks pretty freaking cool. Dr. Pepper. What in the world? I would love to have Dr. Pepper in different flavors like this. I hope it sticks. Blueberry, blackberry, cherry, whatever the case may be. Baruch Hashem, you know, and it's kosher. It's not even kosher. I don't even see a. Wow, that's interesting. I don't even see, maybe on the plastic outside. Oh no, it's got it on the top. It's even kosher. So Baruch Hashem, we're gonna do a mukbang and let's see how it turns out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna be an awesome fucking review or what? All right. I hope everyone is doing well. All right. What's going on? All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Ooh, it smells just like black. Well, it's what the candy version of blackberry. I mean, I don't think blackberries smell like this, but it's what you would think from a Dr Pepper blackberry. Baruch Hashem. Let's do a bracha. I guess it's the only thing we can probably do that's right in this situation. Let's see. Baruch atah
God, this is so
Eloheinu
annoying.
melech haolam she'akol niyah bidvaro. Huh.
Huh.
I guess it's been a while since I had a Dr Pepper, but to be
He
honest with you,
takes Jdubs takes 6 minutes to do a mukbang, and I'm going to compare him to Vaughn's mukbang in a sec, if we can.
I don't know what the difference is. I can't taste. I mean, it tastes good. It's refreshing, nice and cold, quench my thirst. Dr Pepper, even the zero sugar, it doesn't taste like a diet soda. Dr Pepper is good like that.
We'll see who does a better one.
Yeah, I guess it has a hint of blackberry, but it's not overwhelmingly powerful. It doesn't knock my socks off. It doesn't really do it. I mean, for a Dr Pepper, I mean, it's a Dr Pepper, 7, 8 out of 10. The blueberry,
The one off. I don't know. That's lackluster, man. I have to say, it's a bit lackluster. I have to give it a 0 for the. I mean, I guess it tastes like candy. It tastes like, I guess you got a hint of the Jolly Rancher, the purple Jolly Rancher. Yeah, it's like if you had a liquid version of the purple Jolly Rancher with the Dr Pepper. Like it tastes like someone dropped a Jolly Rancher purple in the soda. It dissolved, and now it has a little bit of a different taste to it. It's
Good to know.
I don't know. I like Dr Pepper. Dr Pepper's good, but I don't know. I don't know what it needs. More blackberry taste. It needs it's artificial. It says artificial. So what did they do? They make it on the least amount of flavor just so they didn't knock everyone on their ass, so didn't they get less complaints? I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't know. Maybe they did it just for the general population.
You know that Von Helton rant about the Muslims? I liked it. I really liked it. But listening to this, well, it's a mukbang. Mukbang. Well, it's whatever you want to call it. But is Jdubs' mukbang more entertaining than Von Helton's mukbang? Let's find out.
I want me blackberry. I love me blackberry. I'm a blackberry fan. I love everything blackberry. I buy blackberry everything. Even that blackberry phone, I had a blackberry. But I don't know. Maybe Vaughn, if you're watching out there, Vaughn, see if you can find this Dr Pepper blackberry, and I want to see Vaughn. If you do a review of Dr Pepper, actually, I'll send you the money on Cash App now. I want to send Vaughn some money. I want you to go out and buy some Dr Pepper. I want to send you something for the winter solstice. I'm gonna give Von Helton some money for winter solstice season, and I would recommend doing a blackberry Dr Pepper mukbang.
Hold on. So Jdubs is going to send Von Helton enough money to get him through the end of the month. Damn. Von Helton's living high in the hog there.
And let me know what you think, because to me, it's not. It doesn't fucking. It just doesn't suck my dick dry. It just doesn't suck the cum right out of my cock. You know what I mean? It just doesn't do it for me.
Typical Jdubs.
I don't know how anywhere else to put it. It just doesn't knock me on my ass. I expect.
You could have put it any other way. I don't. It didn't reach the heights that I expected. There you go.
The BlackBerry to be just like wham.
Yeah, he's obsessed. I think it's coming to an end. Yeah.
What is this about?
Nothing. Okay, so what we should do
A lot.
is try and find the last mukbang. The last mukbang that Von Helton did. Oh, geez. He's changed everything. Oh, okay. Looks like he's removed a whole bunch of videos. Okay, so Von Helton has moved all his mukbang videos. They're gone. Gone. Oh, there's a mukbang.
Alrighty, boys and girls, time for another sun-kissed mukbang. This time,
Oh,
it
this is not Jdubs anymore.
sun-kissed grape. Sun-kissed grape.
This is
Now,
Von Helton.
the question is it going to be better than Purple Thunder? As good as Purple Thunder? Or worse than Purple Thunder? We're going to find out in this video, and we're going to find out right now. I'm going to put this down for a second, and we're going to pop this bad boy open. Because I don't think this one is going to explode, and it isn't, so that's good. Ooh, it did fizz a little, but it's all right. Okay, so now we got that. Now let's get this lid and set it down somewhere so that I don't lose it. Okay, all righty, here we go, boys and girls. All right, we're going to find this out. Okay, it's got strong flavor. It's got a classic grape flavor. It doesn't have the grape flavor of more modern drinks. It has a classic grape flavor. The grape flavor I remember as a kid. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good. It's a good strong flavor. Classic grape flavor, but is it Purple Thunder? No. Does it even come close? No. However, if you want something with classic grape taste, then obviously Sun-Kissed Grape is going to be your bag, because it is good, and it's got a good strong flavor. It's not weakened down. So yeah, it's really good, man. Really good, gotta say. But you know, does it hold a candle to Purple Thunder? No. No, it doesn't. And by the way, the noise you're hearing is my heater running, so hopefully it isn't too big of a nuisance. But yeah, it's classic grape flavor from when I was a kid, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good flavor, and it's got good taste, and it's good and strong. The flavor's good and strong. It's not watered down or weak. 3:22 in the morning, huh? Okay. But anyways, yeah. So it's a good drink. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I still would rather have Purple Thunder. But hey, other than that, hey, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. So there you go, folks. Another mukbang in the can.
Yeah.
Have a good one, people.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow.
So who won? Who won the poll? Let's have a look. Who had the better mukbang? Let's see. Oh, the vote is split down the middle evenly. 1 vote for Von Helton and 1 vote for Jdubs. Good. A rematch is in the making. I smell it. Anyway, folks, like that was kind of it. I just wanted to really present that initial rant, and then run with whatever we land up with. And this is it. So, thank you so much for watching. I call you my friends, even if you call me a foe. It don't matter to me. I will see you possibly tomorrow. I think I'm done for the day. It's late at night. I've had enough. So, good night. Be safe, be well. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all.